that in 705 AD, Britain was a land of kings, conflicts, and political schemes? This year saw power struggles between rival rulers, young kings taking the throne, and desperate negotiations to avoid war. The kingdoms of Wessex, Essex, and Northumbria all faced major turning points, shaping the future of England. From exiled princes to powerful bishops pulling the strings, the events of 705 AD were full of drama. So, let's travel back over 1,300 years and dive into the political chaos of Anglo-Saxon Britain. Enjoying the adventure so far? Smash that like button, subscribe, share your thoughts, and drop a comment below. Also, follow me on Spotify, subscribe to my Patreon, support me on Buy Me a Coffee, and join me on Koff for more epic historical journeys. King of Wessex was not happy. Two kings of Essex, Sigurd and Sweifred, were giving shelter to his enemies, rival claimants to the Wessex throne. Instead of going to war, the three kings met in Brentford for tense negotiations. The result? A deal was made. Sigurd and Sweifred agreed to banish the exiles, and in return, promised not to attack Essex. This was classic medieval diplomacy: avoid battle if you can, but always make sure your rivals are weaker afterward. It was a delicate balance of power, showing how even in the early Middle Ages, kings had to be skilled politicians. Meanwhile, up in Northumbria, things were even more chaotic. A usurper, Eadwulf I, had seized the throne, but he was not meant to rule for long. A nobleman, or alderman, led an army against him and won, placing the rightful prince, Osred, on the throne. The catch? Osred was only 9 years old. Of course, a child couldn't rule alone, so the real power fell into the hands of Wilfrid, a powerful bishop. This wasn't just about war, it was also about the church gaining control over kingship. A young ruler, a defeated usurper, and a bishop pulling the strings sounds like the plot of a medieval TV drama, doesn't it? Down in Cornwall, another king, Geraint of Dumnonia, had his own way of securing power. He granted land to Sherborne Abbey, a Christian monastery, to strengthen his position in Dorset. Why? Because giving land to the church often meant securing its support, and a king with the church's blessing was much harder to challenge. This was a common strategy in medieval politics: use religion to stabilize your rule. It's fascinating to see how land, faith, and power were all tied together, even in early medieval Britain. 705 AD in Britain was a year of power struggles, uneasy truces, and young rulers. Wessex and Essex avoided war with a deal, Northumbria got a child king controlled by a bishop, and Cornwall strengthened its rule by gifting land to the church. It's a reminder that history isn't just about battles. Sometimes, the most important moves happen in negotiations, religious alliances, and backroom deals. So, which of these stories surprised you the most? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more amazing historical insights. Want to support my work? Join me on Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, or Koff to help keep these stories coming. Until next time, keep exploring the past, it shapes our future.